Hello, what is up, YouTube? This is Kick-Ass Nintendo, and I would just want to do a quick video about my collection. First, I've arranged all my games on this. This is not all my games. I have another shelf over here of a lot of games, but I've arranged all those games are my old collection. And all those games, except for those GameCube and PlayStation 2, I just got recently, along with that Virtual Boy controller, Final Fantasy 7 and 8, I got actually a while back. I got Final Fantasy 7 for free. It was at my friend's house. She had no idea what it was worth. I said, can I borrow it? And I never gave it back. Yeah, some friend I am. I have this Virtual Boy games right over here, which I'm going to show you a little bit later. And of course, Mario Paint, Othello. I have a couple boxed Nintendo Super Nintendo games. I have Bonkers, Mickey Mania, Zelda. I have Top Gear, which is another cool game. Hyperzone, Alpha. Now I don't know what that is. A hockey game. I don't even have the game for that. I must have been my brother's, and he probably destroyed it and threw it out or something. Mystic Quest. I had the box. I didn't know where my game was, and I actually got one off my friend for free. I have a couple Blockbuster games cases. I have Toy Story, Mario World, and then Yoshi's Island 2. I went through the whole collection and I cleaned every single game I own. So all these, that's a little tiny bit of NES games they have. And I'm not really big on my NES as right now because they're all down in my storage room, and I'll actually bring you more videos later on. But it's pretty good. Those games right there, and all the ones on this bottom row, so all these NES games and Super NES games, sorry, and NES games, I got for $40. So I got like Mario 3, I got Mega Man 3, Mega Man 6, a couple other games, Mario Duck Hunt, and then all these games, so like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, I got Star Fox, Mario All-Star, and all those good games. Also, I got the Virtual Boy. I didn't get the battery pack, I got the power adapter that works with your Super Nintendo. I also got 7 games for it, and I'll tell you those games in a minute. And I also got the Virtual Boy, which I have right there, and the stand, which is for sale right now. I actually have those for sale along with all the games that I got right here, and I got all those, the Virtual Boy, all these games, all these games right here, all these games right here, and all those games right there. I got all that for $90, and I valued just the Super Nintendo games at $130 off my recent like Kijiji ads and like stuff like that. And then I have the NES games is about 118, so $120. And just the games here, I'll actually bring you out. Just the games. I have Vertical Force. I have Mario Tennis, Red Alarm, Wario Land, Mario Clash, which is such a weird game. I swear, they changed the buttons up on that. B is jump and A is throw. Like, you switched up the buttons bad on that game. Telro Boxer, I think that's what you call it, and Galactic Pinball. Not the best games. I don't have Jack Brothers, and I don't have a couple other games. What I would like to get is more collection, as I have a couple. I have actually probably like 60 different ads on these local ads that I have about wanting games and buying them and whatnot, and I have trying to get donations because I don't have like those good games. Like I don't have I do have like the Zelda for the NES, like everyone. I don't have Link for some reason. My brother probably took that when he left, and I don't have Earthbound. Again, I do have Final Fantasy 7. I really like that game actually. I have almost every Nintendo. I do have every single Nintendo ever made. I do. Officially from this NES. I do have a Game Boy. I have a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance SP. I don't have the original. I have another Game Boy Color there. I have the DS. I did have a DS Lite, although I lost it. That's why I got the DSi XL just before the 3DS came out, so it was kind of pointless. I have a stack of 64 games and more more NES games with these cases that I found. I cleaned through all these games. I cleaned through all that stack over there of NES games, and I've cleaned through every single NES and Super NES game I have here. That's just a lot. Like for me, I have like a lot of stuff to do, and it was just boring, and I probably went through like 6,000 Q-tips, and I tested every single game out. I can't seem to get my lines in Tetris right. Kiss FM. And I have these two little TVs in my room right now. I'm in my room. This is kind of like my haven. I have two GameCubes. I have this signed baseball I stole out of some guy's locker. I have a whole bunch of DS games, as I had for my DS Lite, but then it got lost. So I still have all the games. I lost my Pokemon Pearl, which is not a really big loss because it's not the best game. Some of you guys are out there like, oh my god, I love that game. I have 3 other 64s up there, all working, and I have a shitload of controllers for the NES. Like I have this, and I have the Max controller, which is really cool. You know, I use that for Contra. So I'm gonna pick out a couple games that I really like. Mario 3, everyone loves this game. It's like the holy grail of every NES game. It's just really good gameplay. I'm actually going to pop it in and play it for like 3 minutes. You guys are probably, oh man, 3 minutes is not a long time, but if you're really desperate to watch this Mario 3, which you probably aren't, but if you are, just go buy yourself one. They're like $15, and the system you could probably get out of garage sale or flea market or whatever. Music's classic, very, very cool. You get all these different suits, you get all this new stuff, and it was very, like mentioned in the movie The Wizard, it was very good. Very good game. Yeah, I know, I lied. I wasn't 3 minutes or whatever. But, again, I do have a growing amount. I have the Nintendo Wii, kind of a disappointment. I'm more into the old school games. And I have these two 13-inch TVs I use for testing my games, because I have a big screen down in my main room that I keep all my actual games that work. But I just take in here and I clean all the games, and the shelves, pretty much this is for sale. All this stuff down there is for sale. The Virtual Boy's for sale. Most of the stuff's for sale. I trade a lot of these Super NES games for like NES games. I'm really lacking the NES games. I know like this one guy, Angry Nintendo Nerd, man, I've watched his videos. He's hilarious. Get a good kick out of it. Very funny. He mocks all these games like it's funny. If you want to you should take a little a detour into that. And I've messaged him a couple times, but I don't even have quite as many games as he has. Like NES galore. He has probably like over 700 games. It's ridiculous. I do have I have 3 NESs actually. I have 3 NESs, 1 Super Nintendo, like 5 Nintendo 64s, as I believe I have another one somewhere in my hellhole of a room. All the dust covers that I actually got with all these. Again, these are like brand new. Here, I'll show you the label on one of them. Star Fox 64. Or Star Fox 64. Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Like brand spanking new. Got this with all the lot. Every single one works perfectly. And what I did more rummaging through my basement. I found these cases that I put like my Zelda. I actually have the original book and the map for Zelda. So that's kind of bonus. I have my 2 Ocarina of Times. Majora's Masks I have in there. I also have a PlayStation 2, two PlayStation 2s, a slim, the fat. I get half these games I get for really cheap. So the ones that don't work is the two NESs don't work. I need to get new 72-pin connectors for them, which is really a good deal. If you ever have an NES that doesn't work, either send them to me, because You know, I fix them up and I can use them, I can sell them, or I can do anything, or you can sell them and, you know, make a good profit off and make your own video, buy some stuff, you know. Make a collection video of your own. I also have two. The black GameCube doesn't work. You know, I don't know. That's why I bought the silver one. All those work perfectly. I don't have the red card for them, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, but not a big deal. So that's like my, I know I keep switching back to this, but I kind of like this. Another game I just want to, you know, point out, it's like, everyone knows it, but it's the only real box I have for the NES. That's how pathetic it is. But it has this little cardboard cutout thing. I think it was like a contest back. It would tell you to cut it out and send it in, and you can win something. Anyway, it's really neat. I like the game. It's pretty fun. You know, it was a gift from my dad that my mom got her, and he kept the box in like really good condition. I have all the other box for all my games up there. That's a very little amount. My brother has a lot of games, but he didn't take the boxes with him. So, you know, I still have a lot of boxes. Like, I have boxes for every single game that I have manuals. They're all down in my storage room. I need to empty them out. I do have an Atari 2600 somewhere. I want to find it. I actually kind of a teaser because I found the power adapter, and I didn't find the console yet. So it's kind of a bugger, you know. Apparently it didn't work. My dad has last recalled that it didn't work, and I was like, whatever, I'll fix it. But yeah, I have all my controllers there. My favorite controller is probably the Max controller. I really like the Max controller. I play Contra probably like 90% of all games that I play, along with Mario 3. And it's good for shooting up diagonally because, you know, the other controller, you know, the D-pad, it doesn't really go diagonally. It's just kind of straight and, you know, the normal up, down, left, right. The guns, you know, I hate that, you know, Duck Hunt does not work on LCD screens. But that's another reason why I got these, because that's the only real thing I could test out Duck Hunt and the guns, because I do buy guns and I do buy a lot of other stuff, so I need to test it out and see if it all works. Anyway, this was getting a lot longer than I planned it to be, and I just want to make like a small collection video and hope, you know, I get some like replies and, you know, crappy ass 72-bit signatures there. Right there. I totally forgot about them. Not a big deal, but again, you know, I hope, you know, some people appreciate Nintendo as what I do. I know this place is a god-awful mess. I just cleaned up all my games, and I really haven't got around to cleaning up my room. And so catch me on a different video. If you leave some replies, message me up. I can sell you some of these games. I can ship them out if you wanna trade a game. I have lots of games. I'll name off some games in my next video. I'm gonna post 2 videos, so like this video and another video. So you gotta watch part 1 and part 2, because I'm gonna name off all these games and all my NES games that I'm selling, along with some of my favorites for Super NES. Okay, well, Kick-Ass Nintendo's out. Peace.